How you doing? Come on in. The Come On In Sports Network invites you to join us for the 9th annual Kelly Mills Fundamentals of Football Camp. This year's camp will be Saturday, June 29th at 9 a.m. at Harrell Playground in New Orleans, Louisiana. Donations are welcome, and if you would like to be a guest speaker, please contact the legendary Coach Rock at 504-417-2529. See you then.
The Come On In Sports Network.
And
Welcome, Mike, baby.
He loves being muted when he starts up the screen, baby.
I'm always muted when I start, man.
Always,
bro. I be having too much on my mind. But anyway, welcome to Come On In NBA. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Dolph Jackson. One day they go catch it.
Oh, we gonna learn it. My name is Zach from Real Fan Sports.
And I'm Carlos Clayton from Uneducated Sports Talk. And we are the Come On In Sports Network.
All right, man. First of all, man, how's everybody doing tonight? They are celebrating in BEANTOWN, baby, as the Boston Celtics leave. No doubt that they are the best team in the National Basketball Association. They were that all season, and they finally finished the story. So, again, congratulations to Boston as they bring home their 18th title in franchise history. And no more can anyone say that the tandem of Tatum and Brown cannot get the job done, because now they got that chip, and that's all that matters. You can never take that away from them. So congratulations to them. Zach, I'm going to start with you, my brother. Man, what did you see tonight?
I saw Dallas play like they did games 1 through 3. They played a different style of basketball in game 4. Boston didn't play with a lot of that effort. I think that gave them the confidence to play like they did. Today, Boston came out firing. They started off hot, went up to 8-2 lead early. I think Dallas went almost 3 minutes without scoring and just never got any better. You know, the first quarter, they got up to a point where they brought the game from down like 11 or 12 to just down by a singular point. And then, again, mistakes by Jason Kidd. They literally had all bench players and then Luka on the court.
Right.
Why in the first quarter are you pulling your whole starting unit when you're just now catching up? Things like that don't make sense to me. But at the end of the day, man, shout out Jaylen Brown. Shout out Jason Tatum getting it done. Al Horford, the first ever native born of the Dominican Republic to win an NBA championship. So shout out Celtics. Got it done.
Carlos.
What's up, brother? What's up, man?
Man, what you got to say about this debacle tonight, man?
It almost felt like, remember the Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals? They were down 3-0, and they were like, we just don't want to get swept. You know,
right?
It's almost like their pride kicked in so hard for that game 4 ago. You just don't want to get swept, because down 3-0, your mentality is, we going to lose the series. But do we want to get swept, or do we want to win a game or two, right?
Right.
So Dallas had the same mentality, pretty much. We just don't want to get swept, you know. Mm-hmm. So they got at game 4, and they were actually sharing the basketball. And it's funny because when Luka trusts his teammates, which is like very rare in this series, when he trusted them, I mean, they had great showings, right? From a Washington, other guys chipped in, but it felt like him and Kyrie were just one-on-one again. And Boston has great defenders all around, from Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Tatum. They all can play really good outside defense, one-on-one, or even whatever. They can split very well as well. A lot of teams can't do that. Right. And that made Luka go one-on-one, and they weren't even trying to look forward to passing to, his teammates, whatever. And I think Luka's trust, like it only takes so much for him to lose trust in his teammates, and it showed in games 1 through 3, and of course it's game 5. And once the pressure started getting to Luka and Kyrie, it was one-on-one. That was it. And that is not how you're going to get it done in the NBA Finals. Like Shaq always says, you have to trust the others, right? They're double-teamed. Many times Luka had opportunities for a kick out to an open player, and he passed it up to do a dumb fadeaway, tough shot over Al Horford, trying to play hero ball. And right now, we don't need heroes. We need a lot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We need all of us to combine.
I mean, Carlos, how many times did we see Luka today take the ball on top of the key, guarded by somebody, stand there and do like this, and then just shoot with the guy just standing at him like this? Why? There's still 16 seconds on the shot clock.
I mean, we see Green, Josh Green had a nice game if he gets the looks.
4 for 4.
Yeah, we also saw Dante Exum in spurts have a nice look. He'll get a good shot. That all kind of stuff drives me crazy when you just stop trusting your teammates and you start trusting yourself more than the team. And Luka, if he ever wants to win an NBA Finals, he has got to put more trust in his teammates, or someone has got to kick him in his ass and say, hey, you got players who can make things happen. We got here for a reason. We got this for a reason. And I guess the pressure, it bursts pipes now. I'm not going to discredit Luka for who he is. He's still a superstar and still one of the best in the game. So I'm not going to discredit him for that. But as far as if you want to take the next step and to win the finals, you have got to trust your teammates more.
Absolutely.
9, what you got, my brother? Thank you for being here.
Oh, no worries. Wow. Thank you for having me.
Well,
kind of like what I said toward the end of the stream over RFS. Huh?
I was just saying this your show too, so I really don't know why I'm thanking you, because this your show.
Hey, you was being polite. I was being polite back. You could have let it grow. You didn't have to. You didn't have to call this awkward.
That was uncomfortable.
Shit. I was just flowing with it because I know. Anyway,
anytime. Sometimes I need to just shut up. Go ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
Get you one of these Dapper Game shirts.
Yeah. But well, the one thing I think that Dallas Luka needs to learn from this moment is, one, your defense is trash. It's trash. You are the best Ole type defender in the game. Yeah. The score percentages on you is 60%. 60% is average person is getting by you 60% of the time through the entire finals. That's terrible. You need to get your ass back in the gym. You need to get your stamina up. And it makes me laugh because I know that he's one of the players that went to learn Steph's workout, and when he saw everything that Steph did, he quit. And it's like, now you see why Steph does what he does.
Right.
Because you need that stamina, and he obviously doesn't have it. And when he doesn't have it, he goes to baiting, and it's not gonna win the title. It's not gonna win the title, y'all. The defense of the team is not good, and I agree with everything that Carlos has said. We thought that the trust issue kind of went away when Kyrie came, but when he came in the finals, it came right on back.
Yeah.
And he didn't trust nobody. He got the ball. They get the ball to get down. They still got 10 seconds left. He just throwing it up. Let's develop something. Kids, develop an actual offense. Not an ISO offense. Develop an actual offense.
Man, I got so frustrated. It was frustrating to watch because you look at game 4. Okay, maybe they figure something out. But you come out and you revert back to games 1, 2, and 3. Listen, like we said coming into this series, Boston had multiple defenders that they can throw at Kyrie and Luka each and every single night. And Carlos, you said it, 9 said it, Zach said it. it is easy as hell to defend a high pick and roll. That's all, especially when you got 5 players that can switch effortlessly. And that's why Carlos, like, remember I say early in the series, I say, and you say, Dolph, it's too late. They go roll with what got them here. I was saying they had to take the ball out of Luka hand and Kyrie hand for an extended amount of time and work. Set screens, get them coming off of screens. And you were like, Dolph, they not gonna do it. And to me, man, that's a lack of. To me, that's a lack. That reflects on Jason Kidd as a head coach, because regardless if the hell with how we got here, it ain't working against this team in this series. And the ultimate goal is to get the championship. So listen, we go switch some things out. Luke, I'm gonna take you off the ball. Kyrie, I'm gonna take you off the ball. We go get y'all involved. We go get y'all moving, going down here off of screens, cuts, things like that. We never saw that. All we saw tonight from the time the ball was tipped, Luka doing this.
Yeah,
doing this, backing down.
You were not going to get that, man. It's too late to change all that mentality. They've been winning like that all year, and that's why they stick to their guns. Now, unfortunately, they met a team that can guard, with multiple people on that and make it tough for you. And I think just bad habits creeped into Luka. But let's not give Kyrie any type of justification, because he was just equally bad. And he had multiple open shots. He had a lot of open shots going in. Luka, everything he takes is contested, it's tough. Luka never has anything open because it's all eyes on him. But as far as Kyrie, he had multiple open opportunities. Then clank, great, just clank.
I mean, the bad thing about it when it comes to their offense, Dallas offense, statistically, if you send the blitz at them as soon as they cross half court, they never score over 100 points. Never. This entire season, they have not. When they get double teamed, they do not score over 100 points. They barely hit 95, and it shows. What was it? 88 points. So and they did it this entire series.
So we sitting here, and we see that. Why the hell Jason Kidd and his staff don't see that?
Well, I mean, that's what you just said. But as an offense, it's your job to pick out that weak link. Now, let's not sit in that like. I'm not gonna sit there and say that Luka's defense is just trash. No, he's
actually got better.
He's actually good this year. Not for the series, but for his entire year. He's had pounds at least better than what he's been in his life. As far as this particular series, you're going against two of the best one-on-one players in the game with Jaylen Brown and Tatum. So they're going to expose you. It's almost like what Steph Curry was against the Cavaliers, right? When you saw Steph Curry, like he's an okay defender, but when all eyes are on you for one series, you're going to look bad in a 7-game, 5-game, 6-game series. So yeah, Luka looked bad, but he's facing Tatum and them. Go ahead.
But my question to that: why don't you switch off? Why isn't Washington, who's an athlete, or Jones, who's an athlete? Why aren't y'all switching off? Because that's the one thing the Warriors did good. They switched off. They got Steph off of Kyrie.
No, but it doesn't matter. Whoever Steph is guarding, they're just going to use that player to pick to get on Steph.
Same thing they were doing with Luka.
That's all you do with Luka.
Yeah, that's why
Luka's man.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you do that pick, the problem with Luka is Luka does a pick, he goes right there. So they just come right back. What Steph started doing as he got older, when they do that pick, he leaves the entire scenario and goes to the far end of the court, to the corner. You're gonna have to pick back to get that. They're not doing that because you waste too much clock.
I mean,
Dallas ain't doing that.
Now, mind you, I think at the same time the Warriors defensively were more in tune than the Dallas team.
Oh yeah,
that would be kind of tough, especially on the spot for a max 6-7 game series. You can't just change that up. But,
very true.
But still, at the end of the day, though, Kyrie had his shots though, and Kyrie did not make it any better for Luka's trust for everybody else.
Right.
If Kyrie ain't hitting shots, my dude. Look, brother, if you can't hit shots, man, and we ain't got no choice then, no chance in the series. You know,
not at all.
Yeah,
I also feel like
in the back.
I also feel like it's been a big mental battle for the Mavericks as well, because you talk about how when Luka has actually played defense on the outside of the court, it has been bad. It's still not great. He ain't no top defender, but effort was there.
Yeah.
But once his shots don't drop, he turns into a cone. We saw in the first quarter where they had their good old faction Ole defense, and that was it. Like in the very first quarter of the game, Drew Holiday had 3 uncontested baskets in the first 2-3 minutes of the game. 3 uncontested baskets. One, he caught it at the elbow, turned, and nobody covered. No one collided in to even try and block him. He just walked to the layup. He even looked around like, what's going on? The other one, he's guarded by Luka on the back door. Luka loses him, steps up too far. They go a pass underneath to Drew. Drew reverse layup easy. And I think it was like a transition bucket that they just didn't get down fast enough. Those are things that it's the start of the game. Those things can't happen on the first opening minutes, man. It just can't. There's no excuse for it.
But despite that, in the first, they actually were playing good defense. Boston had a poor shooting percentage too to start this game, and I'm looking at the score. I'm like, they're right there. The start Boston got off to. I mean, they were down 16-15. And then next thing you know, the problem that they have is closing the periods. They could not close periods. Boston kept blitzing them at the end of each and every single period.
It's because of coaching. Look who was out there at the end of all these periods. Like it's the NBA Finals. It's not the regular season anymore. There should never be a unit that's on the court that consists of only 2 starters. It just shouldn't happen. It doesn't make sense.
NBA Finals.
And that was and it's sad because Dallas throughout the time they were like resting Kyrie at the 6-minute mark or Luka, and I did it for game 1 and game 2, and I said, hey, they can't do that anymore. Like
they had to keep one of them on the floor.
But still, like I don't care. Like they both need to be in there all 12.
They should be playing 40 minutes a game. Half. They should be playing over 40 minutes a game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Out of 48, they should be playing at least 43
to 45. Like, you really don't take breaks.
Hey, guys, let's, what is it, man? We got a family member checking in all the way from Paris, France, baby.
Yo, what's up, man?
Sure, how you doing? Come on in.
What up, Ashu?
All the way from Paris. Oui. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. Body move for C. Thank you. I'm a little international, not much. I'm a little bit.
He said something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's something like that, man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But, let's talk about the Celtics, man. What about Jaylen Brown? Dolph has called it every game. Jaylen Brown has been that man. He's been the MVP for us. He's done it all. Tatum had a great performance tonight, and he actually had a really good performance in that loss until they kind of just like imploded and getting near the second half. But Jaylen Brown getting the award that he deserved. He absolutely was the best player in this series. Absolutely.
Did you guys see the fact that, especially in the second half, twice at the end, the very end, only 2 times the whole entire second half was there a Brown pass to Tatum or a Tatum pass to Brown. Those 2 guys were literally fighting for the Finals MVP. They were fighting for Finals because they were not passing each other at all. Like they were going to give it either my assist to somebody else or I'm scoring. I'm not passing to you. You're not passing to me. And it tells you they're so confident in that lead, right? And winning that they say, you know what? Damn the Finals. We got that. We're fighting for Finals MVP now. And it felt like that in the second half. I was even calling on my show. I was like, yeah, I'm looking. They didn't pass at all to each other. Only 2 times since the second quarter. And it was both Tatum to Brown. Brown never passed Tatum all the time.
That's because Tatum was getting his triple-double. That's why.
He tried to.
That's
and
why.
I mentioned if Tatum got the triple-double, they might give him Finals MVP because of triple-double. But he missed by 1 rebound.
And he almost had a triple-double, I believe, in 3 of the games. He was just either a couple assists or a couple rebounds away 3 times in this series. They both played really good, man. They both played really good.
Can I give a shout out to somebody real fast?
Of course.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Brad Stevens. Y'all don't understand. Brad Stevens, the head coach, a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
He went down and said, you know what? I'm going to be the GM.
Yeah. This
guy quietly, and we don't give him enough praise about the team he assembled this year. Like, this got to be the most quietest superstar team no one ever talks about. Think about it. They added Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis to a Jaylen Brown and Tatum. On top of that, Derek White, who was at one
right,
point
there
the
you go.
second best player for the Spurs, and
Yes.
Pop did him a favor. Pop
Woo.
did Derek White a favor by bringing him to Boston.
Yes.
Wow.
Shout out Pop for always doing right on his players.
Because Pop
Yeah.
knew that Derek White deserved better. Don't be on this little sorry team. We are rebuilding. You don't need to be here. Go somewhere else. I'm gonna bring to Boston. So, anyways, but shout out to Brad Stevens. He made all that happen.
Absolutely.
He made all that happen in a 3-4 year span, and look where they are now. Now, look, they win it with or without Udoka. I think Udoka would have won it either last year or this year for Boston. He's the head coach for the Rockets now. But
and he did a great job at the end of the season with him as well.
He did with that Rockets team, did a damn good job. But I'm just saying, like, regardless though, he's got the head coach down, he's got the players down. Brad Stevens behind the scenes has done a miraculous job with this Boston team year after year after year. And finally, it came to fruition. And give credit, it feels like Tatum and Brown have been playing for like 10 years each. It feels like it. These guys are still in their mid-20s, 26, 27, got years ago. And they always say, when you get your first one, the rest get easier.
Right. All right.
Quick to answer Main Star. Yeah, if you want to take that, Dolph.
All right. It's simple. A triple-double is double digits in assists, rebounds, and punts. Or you can get it steals, blocks. There are many ways you can get it, but the most common way is punts, rebounds, and assists, such as 10-10-10. That's a triple-double. Plain and simple.
It's just showing that you played an overall good game. You were beneficial on multiple assets of the game, not just scoring, not just on defense, not just on rebounding. I think there's been one quadruple double before, right?
Oh,
I think it's been one.
Yeah.
It's been playing times. I knew there's at least one in recent years.
Tim Duncan had one in 2000 and oh my God, was it 03 NBA Finals?
Might be right.
Yeah.
I wanted to add one more thing before we get into this, Dolph, if you don't mind, to what Carlos was saying with Stevens. Yeah, I mean, look, is the new formula of the NBA that if you're on the brink of being a finals winner, to go and grab you Drew Holiday? Drew Holiday gets sent to Milwaukee off of a favor because he deserved it. Goes there, wins the finals. Then he gets done dirty by Milwaukee. I wonder what Na was saying earlier. I wonder what Giannis is thinking, because they send him away to grab Dame. He goes to Boston, goes and wins the finals. And then Porzingis playing on a injury that is something that possibly cannot be healed because it's so rare, something that they don't even know how to mess with anymore. A thing that is just primarily what kind of pain tolerance you have. That it's going to hurt him for the rest of his life. It's how long he can take it. And he did not want to miss this game. So, shout out to him to make sure he wanted to be there in the moment, not just on the sidelines to get his first ever NBA title.
Man, let me just say this, man. I am so happy for Drew Holiday. Yeah. That man gave his all when he was in New Orleans. He was unselfish. He was in the community, him and his family. He's great guy, man. He's still there.
He's still in the community.
And he's always been that guy. He's always been that guy.
And now an extension too, right?
Yeah, I think he has the extension.
A couple weeks ago he signed an extension.
So you look at now with Drew Holiday, 2-time world champion, arguably, and I'm just not saying this. I really believe this. He's one of the better defenders, all around defenders I've seen in the National Basketball Association since I've been watching basketball. He is. I watched Drew guards, small forwards, power forwards. Hey, sometimes they try to throw him down on the center, but shouts out to
in today's NBA, he's probably stronger than the center.
Yeah, right now. Most fives today are stretched. They stretch fives anyway.
They just shoot
threes anyway. Got no post game. None whatsoever. We got some family members wanting to check in right quick. We're going to bring in Trey the Wave, and then we're going to get Hurricane the mic in. Trey, how you doing? Come on in.
What's up, Trey the Wave?
Good. That's good. Right. How's it going?
Mike in. All right, Hurricane Mike in this thing, baby. Welcome.
Yes, I did.
Man, what's y'all thoughts, man? Trey, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on the Celtics closing it out tonight?
This feels like 2008 all over again.
2008 for who? The Celtics?
Yeah, this feels like 2008 all over again.
Right.
So it's gonna be another 12 years before they win another one.
Probably.
Probably. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Hurricane
Mike.
Mike.
Bad raised in there.
You see how much confetti was? You see how much confetti was there?
Oh, say that again, Trey.
Confetti. You saw the confetti?
Last one to do.
Oh yeah. I saw the celebration.
Yeah, it was way too much confetti.
Yeah, that was.
It was an OD.
Jesus. Yeah, that was crazy, man. It
was so OD.
I didn't know if it was New Year's or what. I like that.
You can tell
they've
been stacking them things every year since 2008.
That was 2008. Every year. That was an over the top baby reveal. That was an over the top baby reveal. That's what it was. An over the top baby reveal. All right, Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, I agree.
What's your thoughts on the game tonight, Mike?
So, right, I was watching the game, look, and this game shut everybody up because I was one of the only people. I was one of the very few people that was actually backing up the Celtics, right? And they came out with that fire. They came out with that swag. They came out like they didn't even want to go home tonight. Like they were making sure that they were leaving with a win and nothing but a win. Like you got Jaylen Brown, right? That man, you know, he was driving to the rim. He was doing his part, kicking it out. Derek White shooting his part. Man, Drew Holiday, like you said, man, like he is one of the best, if not the best. Look, remember last offseason when the Celtics traded away Marcus Smart? They got an offensive version of Marcus Smart. Okay? Like, I know Marcus Smart had that entire stuff with Boston, right? But they got somebody that can not only play great defense, but he can shoot, he can pass, he can, like you said, he can play center. Like that man can just do everything, right? I don't see any flaws in Drew Holiday's game. And you know, the Mavericks, like they were just playing slow, like they were just playing like authentic. Like I don't know what was up with them. Like Luka, I mean, he was struggling in that first half, and Kyrie, he was struggling in that first half. And Luka, like that man shot like what, 2 for 8 from 3 or something? Like that man was off the entire game. And then you got Kyrie.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know what, like
bad.
Yeah, I think the Celtics fans have got to Kyrie because that man had like 5 points in the first half. But can we talk about Peyton Pritchard? Can we do that for a second? That man, y'all remember when Jordan Poole played against the Celtics a couple years ago and hit two half-court shots against Boston in the third quarter? Mm-hmm. Peyton Pritchard just did the same thing, and I predicted this second one. Because when the Mavericks left the free throw line, I said it out loud because I talked to myself when I watched the sports game. Don't ask why. I told myself, if I'm the Celtics coach, I am putting Peyton Pritchard in the game, and I say you shoot that thing no matter what, and then you're probably coming out at halftime. And that's what they did. They gave the ball to Peyton, and he just heaved that thing. And bro, I was holding something right. When that ball went in, that thing hit so hard to the floor. Like that was the same reaction I had the other game, man. And I believe he did that against Miami a couple years ago too. So, man, that was a crazy experience.
When he hit that half coach shot, I was like, it's just their night, man.
Mike, you don't have to worry about apologizing for talking to yourself while you watching the game because Dolph just told us like 2 weeks ago that he talks to himself and answers himself. So
yeah, just like everybody else.
I do
everybody here on this panel and everybody in the chat. All y'all do it. You cannot talk to yourself without answering yourself. Now we can start.
Everybody nod their head at Dolph. Nod their head at Dolph. Like, yep.
Yes. Right. See, the man want to talk. He the man want to talk. He done it a couple times a day driving.
Yeah, especially I'm sorry. They're like, what's wrong with you? Like my family, they be like, "What's wrong with
I'm
you?"
driving now. I don't deal with that.
Yeah, man, listen.
It ain't no. I know that Dallas
Man
traffic is the worst.
Man Star done it too. Man Star done it as you. Oh, hold on, I'm saying it wrong. I'm about to say as you. What is it? As who?
A shoe.
A shoe. I apologize, my brother. A shoe.
Yeah, I believe it's the shoe.
A shoe talked to himself. The law firm, Annie Marie Elizabeth Rose Pulaski talks to themselves. Who else? I know Jerry talked to himself. I already know that. That's facts right there.
Facts.
Daniel talks to himself like he was on here tonight, and he knew he like, man, I gotta get off here because if not, my wife gonna be mad at me. See, he talked to himself, he asked himself. That's why he got off. See, no say, but listen about this season, man.
Yeah.
Looking at this Boston team, who next season in the East would be their biggest challenge? The biggest challenge to them to stop them from coming out the East.
I think the Bucks. If Giannis and Dame is healthy,
Who can stop them? Oh, come out of the East?
Yeah.
Injuries. The injury
It's
guys.
still the other pieces, though. I think, to be honest.
The injury guys have got to be in everyone's favor, man. I mean, we would have loved to see, Boston take on a healthy Miami team, right? With Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. I mean, they got one game out of that series. They could have got 2 or 3. Who knows if Butler was healthy? We missed him playing against the Cavaliers down there. That's not really a challenge, but that was still without Donovan Mitchell for most of that series as well. And the Pacers in that series, that was all 4 of those games. It was a sweep, but all 4 games were down to the freaking wire. Well, 3 to 4. Went down to the wire with the Pacers winning
close,
the last 2 minutes of each game.
3-1 Pacers.
And so if you had Halliburton you only had Halliburton for 2 of those games. So yeah, the injury gods can say we'll give y'all your life back. Then we'll see more challenges. So there's teams. The Bucks are out there. The Sixers, if they become healthy with Joe, if he ever could be healthy.
Pistons. Maybe the Pistons. You never know.
Nah, hell
no.
Man, hell nah.
You was all right for a minute. Let's stop it.
Was it a Pistons?
They got a way to go. They got some work to do, baby.
They got a lot of work to do. They got to stop
losing.
Every time they lose on purpose, the boys are knocking that first overall pick. They get like 5 or 6. They got to stop. Just play ball, baby.
Yeah. The last 3 years, Pistons fans were like, okay, we're getting number 1, and yet they get number 5. I don't know how that works.
Every year, there's 2 years in a row, they've been the worst team record-wise, but the lottery got them picking 5.
Ever since they got the first pick, ever since they took Kate Cunningham with the first pick, it was like 5, 5, 5. Like the lucky number's 5.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I'm looking at, guys, is this. Boston, they're going to lose some players off this team. We know Harper's going to retire.
Oh, you don't know that? You don't know that?
No, he said it.
No, he already said it. Yeah, he said it. He said they won. He was done. Yeah,
he was done.
I thought he might want to get a taste of that second.
Yeah, because he was supposed to retire in 22.
Yeah.
He was supposed to retire in 22.
Yeah.
I mean, he might get hungry again after getting.
Here's the key.
And he actually, you know what? To be fair, Horford actually looked more rested in this series than he did.
I mean,
when he played against the Warriors. He looked a lot better.
Let's be honest. Horford knees retired years ago.
Oh, true. Well,
Horford knees retired a long time ago.
That's why he worked on that corner 3.
That's right. As I say,
that's why he worked on that corner 3.
That thing, baby. That's all you got to do. Prolong that career.
So let me ask everybody on the panel right now. Can the Celtics afford to keep Derek White?
Yes.
Because they salary cap is ugly. They got to keep White.
No, I don't think they can.
You don't think you think White moves on? Yeah, because they got to pay Tatum.
Oh.
They still got to pay Tatum.
Tatum's getting about 5 years, $315 million.
Does Tatum have an option?
If Brown's getting 300. Jalen got 300.
Yeah, and
got to get at least.
They just gave Holly his money earlier. So,
but hold on, Zach. Does he? Does he have to get what?
Absolutely, because he's supposed to be the star. That's what he's going to demand.
No, he's not.
I agree, but he is the MVP contender the last 3 years. He is, even though I am with you on that. I think Jaylen Brown is the better out of the two.
You
But
got
he was
coaches
the
around
MVP, the league MVP for the last couple. It's still crazy that you're using the picture with him with the nosebleed.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you
Wait,
see,
you have a Twitch
Yeah,
account?
every
You have
time I
a
say, I'm
Twitch
like,
account, dog?
no,
that's that
I
nose.
don't. I
Go ahead. What you saying?
What are we talking about again?
Huh? We're talking about Mike and Trey. Y'all in this conversation too. Who? All right. Who do y'all pay? You who do you pay?
I paid Tatum before. Wait,
I pay Tatum before I pay White.
I mean, no, you're gonna pay Tatum, obviously. You're gonna get Tatum's money. It's saying, can you
does
go
Tatum
over
have
the
the
luxury?
option though?
Can you go? Yeah, can you? No, I mean, they'll pay Tatum. Tatum's getting his money.
Tatum getting his
Tatum's
money.
getting 5 year, 315. He's gonna get more than Jaylen Brown.
Now, if they would have lost,
he's going to, right?
If they had lost, he was getting traded.
No.
If Boston would have lost this series, Jay Tatum was getting traded.
They might have had to him. They might have had to him.
Tatum was getting traded.
But he wouldn't get traded because is his contract ending? Would he even be able to get traded or be a free agency thing?
Oh yeah, he would have got traded. They would have.
2025 as a player option. 2025 2026 is player option for Tatum. So
his last
contract was 5-year deal for 163.
His next year. His last year will be this coming season.
So he got how much he was putting now? 163.
Oh, he's getting double that. He's getting double that.
Oh, he's getting 5 years of $315 million. He's getting that.
Not doubt.
He's going to be the highest paid player in NBA history for the moment.
I don't know if they can afford to do it though. Because everybody complained about the Warriors, so they changed the tier. But now, because of that tier, they got Jaylen Brown 320, Drew Holiday 134, Porzingis is 4 under 100 million. Currently, right now, Tatum is like his year is only 6-7 million, but White's 37, Horford's 19, Pritchard's 35, and then everybody else is under.
What if I hope retires?
What'd you say,
that's only 19. That's only 19. It's only 19. Because right now team total is 720 million.
Hey,
that's their damn near to $1 billion.
The luxury tax. Does the owner want to go over the luxury tax? It's up to the owner, like the Warriors did over the last couple of years when they were going back to back.
That's not the same no more because they complained about the Warriors. Nobody wants to admit to it, but they complained about the Warriors when they got KD, so they put this new two-tier in. Two-tier hits you way differently than the luxury tax. Boston, I don't know if Boston doing that. That's why the Warriors.
They're still getting Tatum's money. Tatum getting his money. Whether it's legal or illegally, he's getting his money. They will riot
over the table, under the table.
How you want it, baby?
Is out there now.
We're sliding one eye closed. We're sliding like that. PJ gonna slide like under the table, baby. She said, "Whatever, give my money.
Get that bread up. Get that bread up, man.
Oh, get that bread, bro. They gonna get that bread, Tatum, regardless." Now you're right though. There's gonna be some casualties if Tatum gets there. It's casualties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the most
guys gotta go.
Man, you're gonna have two players basically making $1 billion damn dollars.
But you gotta say also the money keep coming in. You keep getting the money keep coming in.
But I'm just saying on the Celtics, you gonna basically have two people damn near making $1 billion.
Yeah, but that's over years though. This ain't one damn.
So right now, looking at the actual cap allocation. But still, look at the cap allocation. They're already a negative 67 million. The first apron, they're negative 13 million. And second apron, they're negative 2 million. So they got to be able to get rid of that 67 million. So somebody's going. Somebody's gone.
Yeah, it's probably there, right?
Because we're looking at the market for White. How much White getting on the open market? Base salary about what? 20, maybe 23 million.
The way he played he's getting 20 million something per year.
Base salary 18. He was the third. He was the third best defensive guard in defensive voting this year. He was in the top 10 of 3-point percent shooting, and it might even be better than that. It might be like top 7, top 5. He consistently was good. And then you also see today Even winning a championship makes you look better, and the hustle stats that go along with that works out too. I mean, my boy lost a tooth today. I mean, look at Bruce Brown, what he got coming off the bench in the contract that he got.
Right.
He's going to get paid. He's going to get paid.
White's one of those players that he can fit in with
his
any
base salary right now is
really good
18
team.
million.
Any team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Any team.
$18 million
right now.
Get 24, 25 million per year.
That's
Easy.
what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna tell you
what
what impressed the hell out of me when he went up and he blocked Lively.
He does that a lot.
And he does
that a lot.
At
He blocked
6'4".
Turner as well last year.
At 6'4".
He did. You're right,
Man,
Mike. You're right.
Listen,
he blocked Miles Turner as well.
And what's his percentage from three? Well, I'm sure between 39 41%.
I'll tell you right now.
Like that.
No, it's 40. It's at least 40.
So you got a top.
So regular season, he shot 39.6% from three during the regular season, 39.9 from three in the postseason. Averaged 15 points per game, averaged 1.2 blocks as a guard, averaged a steal a game, 5.5 assists, 4 rebounds, shoots 90% from the free throw line, and field goal percentage at 46.1%. I mean, that's it, literally like Carlos said. Any team, he's an instant fit.
Man, he's a 3-and-D guy. He's a 3-and-D guy, and those guys don't just fall off of branches.
The Celtics didn't have a complete team. That's why.
I think he's an underrated ball handler too.
I mean, I think he's okay.
I wouldn't use him as a ball handler.
Yeah.
But he can ball handle for you if any given time
something happens, right?
So let's put him on the Mavericks now. If he was on the Mavericks, would he have made a big difference for them tonight?
As far as like
as far as taking the ball out of Luka and Kyrie,
can Luka trust him?
Probably not.
Boston.
I think it makes him too small. I think it makes him too small. If you put White on that team, you have to take because what? Who plays the 2 for them?
Well, Tatum plays the 4.
Kyrie, yeah.
Think about that.
I mean, it's
Jones.
Jones
plays the 2.
He plays the 2. So
Jones
you lose length.
So
you lose a lot of length, even though he's good defensive length, but you lose a lot of length, and that's the biggest. That's the biggest difference in this matchup too. They didn't have the length to face up against the Celtics. Everybody was bigger than them. They could not out physically play this Boston team.
You got Luke at the 1, you got Kyrie at the 2, or vice versa, whatever you're gonna do it, whatever. Then you got Jones at the 3, and then you got Gafford at the 5. He plays Washington at the 4.
Washington.
Right. So yeah, Derek White's in that team. You're probably that's tough. Derek Jones is probably coming out of the lineup, and you have a small, 1, 2, 3.
He didn't start the whole season anyway. He wasn't in the starting lineup the whole season anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I'm saying, you put Derek White on any team, he's an instant fit for any good team. Any team trying to go, because someone that's trying to fight for a playoff spot, right? Don't be twisted don't be shocked if he's on like a Suns team or something like that.
I mean, it's similar with Herb Jones, but I think he has a better shooting percentage than Herb. Like he's one of those guys that defensively can guard at least 1 through 3, probably could even stretch to a 4 depending on who it is.
Small ball lineup. Yeah,
he can catch, shoot. He can shoot off the dribble. He makes smart decisions. Like he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Obviously a guard averaging over 1 block a game is a good stat. Like he's fine. Nobody would bat an eye at trying to sign him.
Yeah, this team though had to be the most quietest 64 win team. We talk about. That's a lot of wins.
It's
because the East was weak, man. The East was weak. I mean, no offense to you.
It wasn't that weak though.
Yes, it was. Yes,
think about it. When you got Philly has Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, Giannis with Dame and Giannis. We had Pacers with Halliburton and those boys were looking good. Going back.
No defense.
Knicks.
I'm just saying, but the New York Knicks were doing their thing. But injuries caught up with everybody. Injuries.
It's small.
Yeah. What's up?
That's what I'm saying. Pacers Pacers aren't
gonna be
bad,
I get
but
that.
Pacers don't play defense. In the West, they're a play-in team more than likely. Maybe a lower end, 6. Philly hurt whole season.
Yeah,
You didn't have
I'm
to beat.
saying
They beat.
injuries.
This, but I'm talking about like
lower
this season.
They
This
don't play
season.
defense.
This.
They get
This,
But the
this
Celtics also play
right.
some other teams too. Like they also play the West as well.
Well, I mean, I know that, but you still play more of your conference teams. Is what I'm
I
saying.
know that, but if anything, they'll be in the conference. That means that they're better in their conference.
They almost lost to Pistons one time. I remember that time.
That happened.
Yeah, but that happened.
Well,
This NBA.
almost don't matter now. Almost don't matter.
And
They got that chip.
I'm just saying, like the East, when LeBron was there running with the Cavaliers and the Heat for those 10 years, there was nobody in the East at all.
No, East was weak then too.
Boston.
Yep.
I'm saying that's a weak Eastern Conference. When your best team was Paul George and Roy Hibbert, the Pacers, right? If that's your best team, then you have a very weak.
That's why I never said why LeBron left.
The Hawks were number 1 seed with Al those guys,
They
and
couldn't control the team.
Cavaliers were going to blow the boys out, and they're number 1 overall seed, and we knew they were going to beat them, right? So it tells you how bad the East was. This year, or this particular year, teams itself, they're not bad. It's just injuries kicked everybody ass.
But it's always been like that with these.
Feels
that's what I'm saying. I'm really not trying to put a dig, and I know Ann probably is like so sick and tired of us digging at the Celtics. No, they did their thing. Like, I'm not trying to downplay it, but I mean that's what I was just saying. That's why the 64 wins felt quiet, is because the competition that they played against it was quiet. I mean, because we're naming these teams. So even if you say Knicks, who again really like went through different waves until they finally figured it out. It wasn't until like the final fourth of the season that they were like, damn, okay, this team is actually legit. Pacers, they had an okay season all year, but they don't play defense. The 76ers without Embiid for the majority of the year, plus other injuries. Heat dealt with injuries, and they also had the big fall off. Hero being out, Jimmy getting hurt, all that stuff. Cleveland, I don't understand what Cleveland's doing in the first place. Cleveland to be annoying, but like once you get past those, what we name 5 teams? Who else?
Right.
Who wasn't playing this year?
Who's the other 8?
Who wasn't playing in the
Who's
East?
the other 8?
Cleveland's not going to look the same next year.
All I know is
no, they're trying to run it back.
We had Dallas beat Minnesota, which beat Denver, which beat the Lakers. Yeah. So I'm saying, and Boston beat the Mavericks. So like they did their thing. So I mean,
absolutely. No, I agree with that.
Hey, before we get out of here, I need y'all. I want everybody to take a look at this. This is what the Finals MVP teacher told him, and he posted this tonight. That's what his teacher told him. My teacher said she would look me up in the Cobb County jail in 5 years. Wow. Look at him now.
What? That's some crazy shit too, because a lot of people don't even realize Jaylen Brown is also what was it, like 4.2 GPA?
Yes.
Yeah.
GPA. He had basketball. It's not even the best thing he's good at.
Yeah.
No, his foundation. What his foundation about to do is on some whole nother level, man. Like he don't need basketball.
No,
he don't need basketball.
Man, that bloody nose. That game. That's that G right there. That bloody nose. That's that G right there.
But think about it though. Look at the ceiling, because once you win an NBA championship, I heard it gets easier. You feel like, man, I feel like I've been watching Tatum and Brown forever now. It feels like 10 years. It might be 8 years, 7 or 8 years.
They've been in the Eastern Finals really every single year.
They've been in the Eastern Conference or the finals like every year for the last 4 or 5 years. It feels like it, right? Or whatever. So they've been hitting that hump, and I'm always a big component of you got to struggle before you win, especially the NBA. It's different. You got to earn it. If they win this one, sky's the limit now for this team. I mean, just their core foundation between Brown and Tatum, and of course Holiday, and I guess Porzingis, if he's can come back up from that leg. I mean, that core foundation can get you far. You got to have the right pieces around him. I think Brad Stevens is a good enough GM to get that done.
They could have 3 right now. You know, they could have 3 championships right now. That's the thing. So it's like it's a matter of how, like you said, Brad Stevens. He's been that dude. Can he continue it? I think he can. Can players humble themselves to maybe take a little less pay cut and become a dynasty,
that's
like a
question.
true dynasty?
That's the question.
Because
sacrifice.
Yes and no on that it becomes easier because, of course, watching so many documentaries with the Warriors, they say to them it's yes and no. Yes, because you understand what it takes to get there. You know how it feels to be there. You know how tired you're gonna be. You know what to look forward to. But no, because everybody's gunning for you now.
Yeah.
So everybody. From today now, those who actually go practice in the offseason, that practice hard, they're practically looking at them. That's who we're gonna be.
And as the Nuggets,
that's how they face them. They're gonna get everybody's top game, and that's what's happening.
The Nuggets were the hunted this year, and because a team like Minnesota built their whole entire roster to stop the Nuggets.
They really took the Nuggets.
Their roster to stop the Nuggets, but they realized we got to stop everybody else too.
They even admitted it. They even admitted that. Yeah. So they admitted that.
We'll see what goes on Boston.
Which is what Houston did too, but it backfired.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's been a great NBA season. We about to get ready to get on out of here because we got to go to work in the morning.
I second
Trey, you got a job?
Yep.
What you do? You work from home?
I work at Five Below. I got 2 jobs. I stream.
Man, you better go your ass to sleep, man.
I'm working till Friday. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
We got one of them jobs. Go
ahead and get your phone and comment on that.
I'm still young.
Yeah.
3 times out the week, you know.
Trey, you got a family? You got kids?
Not yet.
Boy, you living a life. Boy, you living a life right now, boy. Do not rush it. I'm telling you. Your life changed forever.
All that energy in your body that you want to release, don't release it.
Hold on to it. That's your chi. Don't waste your chi. Don't waste your chi.
Be very specific with your chi, brother.
Yeah.
Very specific
with your chi.
You got the weed. You got to weed them out.
Yeah, man.
Every garden ain't sweet. Every garden don't smell good. I'm just tell you. Don't know it. Now some people like
every rose ain't meant to be watered, player. Every rose ain't meant to be watered.
Hey, dog, I'm all on cheat. My cheat is gone, baby.
Yeah, bro.
I'm all on cheat, man.
Hey, I seen all your kids. You definitely out of cheat. It's all gone.
My last cheat was 6 years ago. Shit, that's it.
I was 2 years ago.
That is it. Look at Mike over there. Mike, you got a couple more years, brother. Don't think about it till you're 30, bro. Don't think about it till you're 30, bro.
Yeah.
When you get 30, now listen, in biblical times, you ain't a man till you turn 30. Just so y'all know. These are what considered a man till you turn 30. So everybody in your 20s, you still the boy. They still call you boy in the Middle East and everything because you're boy. You ain't a man till you're 30, baby. But anyway, man, I'm about to get on out of here. We all about to get out of here. Once again, congratulations to the Boston Celtics, our 23-24 NBA champions, for doing the thing as they raise their 18th franchise title as they defeat the Dallas Mavericks 106-88. Man, shout out to the Dallas Mavericks because at the beginning of this season, no one expected the Dallas Mavericks season to end tonight in the NBA Finals. So with that being said, this is the Come On In Sports Network. I'm Dolph Jackson. I'm going to try to lay it up to him one more time. Let's see who catches this time. I'll do the alley-oop.
I'm not fiction.
And PJ
My name's Trey the Way. You can call me on YouTube.
Mike, plug your channel, baby. Plug your channel.
I'm Hurricane Mike on YouTube. I just said that. I'm Hurricane Mike on YouTube.
I'm Hurricane Mike on YouTube.
Yes, I just said that.
Man, we love you guys, man. We'll catch you. Get ready.
That's that. I'm not quarter, baby. Come on, sports.
That's
Do
I'm
that.
on the bed.
Hey.
Screw all this.
We got videos to record, baby. We ain't going to sleep yet. Cheers,
Oh,
Rodney.
shit. Let's go.
Cheers.
The comma is sports. Let's go.
Yep.